Hi, good morning. Happy Friday. Oh, thank God it's Friday. Am I right? It's been a long week. Why am I repeating everything? I don't know. Well, let's start out with a joke, okay? Why can't you laugh out loud in Hawaii? Because they prefer aloha. Aloha. I love a good dad joke. Okay, first of all, I did the dumbest thing, okay? Someone told me in the comments about a Dyna trap, which is, it looks kind of like a lantern, and it has a blue light on it that attracts bugs to it, and then it has a little vacuum that sucks the bugs in, and it keeps them in there, right? And it works great. I mean, to tell you. However, it works great, but the only thing it has caught are brown moths. Literally, the only thing that it has caught is brown moths. But I did look up said brown moths, and it said they're lawn moths, and that they will kill your grass. So I guess that's okay that it's trapping lawn moths. Okay, but that's not the dumb part. By the way, the Dyna trap came from QVC. You can download the QVC app to your phone and search for Dyna trap. D-Y-N-A-T-R-A-P. Just don't open that bottom until you're ready, because they gonna all come flying out everywhere, okay? Now back to the story. Oh. I don't know what possesses me to do the dumb things that I do. But I picked it up, and there, come on this way, and there is a little button, a little release button on it, right? And I thought I would just release it and look in to see what all was in there. Except that's not what happened. Cause I was half asleep, and I hit the button, and everything in it dumped out all over my tool box, or whatever you call that storage tub thing that I have on my back porch. There were moths flying everywhere. There were also a lot of dead moths everywhere. And they're so, like, lightweight that they literally just flew everywhere. Even the deceased ones. I was like, oh, that's not what I meant to do. I was just going to take a peek in there and see what was in there. I didn't know I was releasing the hellhounds from, no. But it's a good thing if you have trouble with brown moths, because it catches them. Yeah, they're drawn to that little blue-purple light. Hey, come this way. Blue-purple light, and it just sucks them right in. Yeah, and apparently it kills grass, so that's a good thing too, right? Well, I don't know if the ones I released will be dumb enough to go back, but oh well. It is what it is. Am I right? Lord have mercy. And then I was working, minding my own business, and all of a sudden, Penny barked like you would not believe. My best friend's husband comes and sprays the house. He sprays around all the doors and windows from the outside. He doesn't come in to do his pest control, which I like. And Penny, yes, that bark probably woke up all the sleeping neighbors. Speaking of sleeping, I finished watching Dear Child last night. That was creepy. It was just creepy. But I kind of got lost on the guy who actually... I kind of got lost on who he was. I don't know. Anyway, I don't really recommend it. I mean, it was good. It was entertaining, I guess. But I have switched to Your Honor, which is pretty good. So thank you for the recommendation for that. I had started watching it, and I don't know what happened, but I just kind of went to the wayside for some reason. But I've started back watching it, and the premise behind it, which you find out very quickly, is the judge's son is involved in a hit and run. He does the hitting and the running, and he was just gonna turn himself in, do the right thing. And then his dad found out whom he killed and said, no, we can't do this. So now they're trying to hide everything right now. But the son feels bad about what they're doing. Anyway, it's good. Your Honor. So if you're looking for something to watch. I'm sorry, but after working in law enforcement, I feel like I have moths all over me. The attack of the moths. After working in law enforcement for so long, I'm sadly immune to cussing, but I don't think there's a lot of cussing. I don't pay attention to it, and that's sad, because I just heard it for so long. But I'll recommend something, and somebody will say, that was too much cussing, and I'm like, oh, did they cuss? I know that's bad, but it is what it is. I'll be back, okay? Okay. I have a coworker that is, I think she's 89, and she is one of the sharpest 89-year-olds that you will ever meet, okay? She handles our contracts. She's a parapro, and I mean, she is tarp as a shack, okay? Tarp as a shack. Anyway, she calls me this morning to ask me a question, but then she says, well, I have a question for Lisa, and I'm not sure if you can help me. It's about such and such. And I said, okay, so I did hear Lisa talking about that, but since it doesn't pertain to me, I let it go in one ear and out the other, because my brain can only hold so much. And since that was non-necessary for my brain to hold, I pushed it on out. She got so tickled. She said, I like that. I said, well, that's how I have to do it. If I don't have to worry about that, I don't remember it. And if I do have to remember it, and it's not something I do all the time, then I have to write it down. Because Lisa called me this morning and she said, what's the such and such for the business? And I said, I don't know. And I grabbed my notebook and flipped through it, and I said, I have no idea. So she said, well, let me call the boss. And then she sent me a text, and we're both going to write it down, so maybe next time we'll remember it. My brain can only hold so much, okay? Also, someone said they couldn't wait to hear back on the gummies. Naomi came by yesterday. She was very excited to grab a gummy, and she grabbed a bunch of them, actually. She said, they're not sweet, but they're good. And I have to agree. We didn't buy, because I didn't know, to buy that flavor that you are supposed to put in them. So we just put the lemon extract and the vanilla extract. It has a slight lemon flavor to it, but it's not overwhelming, and it's kind of nice, actually. So if you want to make them, go to Walmart.
It's like with the,
like where the chocolates are, and the chocolate molds and the popsicle sticks and the cake decorating items, all that stuff. It's there, and it's a white bag, and it's got gummies on the front of it. I can't remember the name of it. It's the only one. And just make sure you pick out the flavors and food coloring to go with it. Don't do like I did and skim over that part that it said items needed. perhaps look at that and pay attention, unlike me, who lives my life on the fly. Actually, today I'm living my life on the moth. I'm probably going to have bad dreams about those moths tonight, because when I tell you they went everywhere, man. They went everywhere. I'll show it to you in just a second. Speaking of songs, Lisa, when she did call me, she said, "How'd you sleep last night?" And I went into the Bob Seger. Like a rock, strong as I can be, like a rock, nothing ever bothers me. Okay, I'm gonna show you the moth trap. That's what it's called. It's not called a Dinah trap. It's called a moth trap. I wonder if they're all gonna band together and make the Moth Man. Have y'all ever heard the mystery of the Moth Man? He lives in the hills of East Tennessee, and he kills people. The Moth Man. Look him up. If you're wondering how this is doing, it's still doing great. Remember when I planted that way back early on, and some people told me it wasn't gonna live up close to the house. I don't know why I keep repeating everything today, but it's doing great. Yeah. And I wrapped it with lights, and they charge during the day and come on at night. Okay, please stand by. I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of gross, but see all the little moths? And that's after I emptied it this morning. You see the moth laying right there? You hit that button, and it just popped open, and they just went everywhere. They went everywhere, man, everywhere. But yeah, they are attracted to that light, and they go, that's like a vacuum, and it sucks them down in there. Okay, and now I'm going to show you in this trash, because I swept them up and dumped them in there. Look at all those moths. Okay, so can you imagine all those come flying out? I used a little broom and dustpan and swept them up and dumped them in that's my yard trash. But yeah, that's quite worth the money. And like I said, it came from QVC. Whew. All right, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. It was very random and all over the place, but that's who I am. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy. And I'll talk to you on the next Tracy Tries. Toodles, my noodles. Stay silly, my friends, and smile. Piss people off, make people happy, or just make them wonder what you've been up to. I'm going to get my nails done, so I'm hoping she doesn't kill me. Okay, toodles. Goodbye.